Welcome here to Shy Sports Live as we get set for the AFC Championship game between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Both teams seeking their first Super Bowl in forever. For the Patriots, they haven't been to this situation since the Tom Brady era, pre-COVID. And for the Broncos, they also haven't been really anywhere near this situation since Peyton Manning was still the quarterback of this team. But now, but now the Broncos and the Patriots both have a time to get back to the Super Bowl for the first time in forever. And I think the game today is going to come down to the quarterback play. How well will Drake May play compared to how well will Jarrett Stidham play? That is going to be the key. And in my opinion, for Jarrett Stidham, if he cannot have a good start to this game, then it's going to be really difficult for them to win this game. But we have the AFC Championship coming on next. You're listening to the NFL on Shy Sports Live.
250th anniversary. The year 2026 will commemorate 2.5 centuries of freedom, unity, and the founding ideals set forth in the Declaration of Independence. The National Football League and the Denver Broncos are proud to stand with the American 250 Commission in honoring this historic milestone and reflecting on the enduring spirit of our country. Now please rise for the performance of our national anthem, performed by a national recording artist based here in Colorado. Please welcome Nathaniel Greatland. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's
Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. We have the AFC Championship game being broadcasted here between these two teams. We're almost set for the AFC Championship to get going here in Denver, Colorado, as the Broncos, led by Jared Stidham, are going to be facing the Patriots, led by Drake May, potential MVP winner. It is a cold afternoon and windy one in the Mile High City, as usual during this time of the year. And the winner of this game will represent the AFC in the National Championship game. Bo Nix is here, but he's out for the season with a broken ankle, or the fractured ankle, had surgery on Tuesday of last week. So he's recovering. He'll be ready to go by the start of next season. But until then, it's going to be up to Jared Stidham. If Jared Stidham cannot have a good game today, then you got to imagine the Broncos are going to be going home and the Patriots, led by Mike Vrabel, a veteran head coach, has a chance to lead his team to the Patriots' first Super Bowl in quite some time. But here we go. We're almost set, and we are ready for NFL action in the AFC Championship game. As Beatty is ready to return it, so are we ready to get this game started. Broncos. And the kickoff is underway. It'll be out of the end zone for a touchback and landed into the end zone. And the Broncos will take over at their own 20-yard line. So here comes Jared Stidham. Broncos will take over at their own 35-yard line. My apologies. First started almost 750 days. His last start was in 2024 against Las Vegas. So Jared Stidham, first career postseason appearance. And it's his first career postseason start, it seems like. Trips out to the right, Stidham under center. Snap. Give it to his back. And he's going to get shut down as Harvey gets about a yard on the play. Jennings with the tackle there. Fifth career start for Jared Stidham, 1-3 record. The Patriots defense has only allowed one touchdown this entire postseason, which is crazy in the two games that they've had, in the game that they had to play. And in motion, Franklin. Stidham gives it back to Harvey. And he is going to get shut down. The line of scrimmage might have lost that original yard that he gained. It'll bring out third down at about 9.5 as Durden was there with the tackle for a loss. Have to imagine he's going to lose about a half a yard here. An absolute no push from this Denver offensive line against this Patriots defensive line. Broncos were 8 of 16 on third down in the divisional round against Buffalo. Man in motion, Stidham in shotgun. They gave him no gain on the previous play. Broncos need to get to the 45. Stidham looking to throw. Pressure's coming. Stidham's going to get hit as he throws. Ball's going out of bounds. Believe it was incomplete. And they'll bring up fourth down and 9. I believe his arm was going forward when he got hit there. As Ponder was there hitting his arm, so it is an incomplete pass. So the pass it is fourth down, and the Broncos will punt. Jones, the returner, and he actually has the best all time, a minimum 75 returns, and average punt yard returns. Crankshaw. Get the snap and get this one away. It's off the side of his foot a little bit. This one's still really good. It goes out of bounds, I believe, inside the 10 of the Patriots. It'll be down at the 8-yard line. So a good punt and a good opening defensive series for the Broncos as here comes Drake May to get this Patriots offense working. This Broncos fan base is going to get really loud. May 16-3 in the regular season and postseason, 70% completion percentage. She could get that above 71 or 72% with a good game today. Almost 5,000 passing yards combined between the regular season and postseason, 35 touchdowns. Those are both top 2 in the NFL. As May will start under center, Stevenson in the backfield. 2 receivers out wide. Snap. May gives it to Stevenson. Powers up the gut. Gets up to about the 13-yard line. That's a gain of about 4 or 5. And a good medium start for Stevenson on the ground. May 69% against the blitz and his completion percentage. 17 touchdowns, no picks. The Broncos defense, 5th highest in NFL in blitzing percentage. They're almost at 31% clip rate there. That's combined regular season and postseason. So a good high-power defense against a good high-power offense. 2nd and 5, I formation. Snap. May gives it to Stevenson again, and he's going to get shoved down the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Singleton with the tackle. And both teams' defensive fronts standing strong. Obviously, the early 5-yard carry for Stevenson. But regardless, it is 3rd down and medium. New England, 28% in the postseason on 3rd down. 3rd and 4, 12:20 to play in the first quarter. They were 3 for 14 last week against Houston in the divisional round on 3rd down. Diggs in motion. Snap. May looking to throw pressure up the edge. Fires a dig and is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Broncos force a punt. That was double coverage and a dangerous throw. Talanoa Hufanga was on the pass coverage with a pass deflection. And Diggs, it looked like it was a little bit of a zone, and it was. And Hufanga actually almost got a pick there. And actually banged knees with the diving Bronco with the diving Bronco nickelback. But both teams go 3 and out to start. Marvin Mims Jr. is going to get the punt return. Most in NFL in punt return yards. And he will catch this one at about the 43, and he's going to be slammed down right there. So defenses have stood strong. Only 3 minutes off the clock have gone. Scoreless after each team has a possession. The defenses have stood tall early. We're back into this. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. AFC Championship game between the Denver Broncos and the Patriots. Both teams went 3-0. Patriots got four, maybe 5 yards of total offense on that first drive. The Broncos got a half a yard of total offense on their first drive as we get set for the second drive of the game for the Denver Broncos. Ball at their own 41, pistol formation. Oh man, gets motion out to the right. Stidham looking to throw on first down. Pressure's going to come. Pressure's still coming. He rolls out, avoids a sack, throws downfield. It is incomplete. Harvey dropped it. I think he was out of bounds anyways when he made contact. There is a flag, I believe. I wonder if they're going to call. Illegal touching, maybe. So we'll have to see if there was a call. So it is illegal touching. So Harvey was out of bounds. Also had a little bit of a push off. Yeah, he was the first to do that. And that will bring up second down coming up here for the Broncos. 2nd and 10. 11:52 left to play in the first quarter. Patriots showing a blitz. They only have 5 defensive backs behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's man coverage. They're going to bring it. There's a pass, and that is incomplete. That was a screen pass. Instead, I'm a little too early on it. I'm bringing up 3rd down and 10. 11:49 to play. Stidham just a little too far on the lead, targeting Marvin Mims Jr. It's a mistake on Stidham, definitely, but for Mims, you'd obviously would have loved to try and at least get a second hand on it. 3rd down and 10, Sutherland in motion. 4 wide, or back in the backfield next to Stidham, looking to throw on 3rd down. Takes a shot deep downfield, has a man open, it is caught. It's a first down inside the 10. Marvin Mims Jr., it's going to be 1st and goal for the Broncos. 54 yards. What a ball. And for Mims, he just got back up the seam, beat his man, that was Gonzalez in coverage. And a dot for Jarrett Stidham to get this Broncos offense moving on 3rd down. And a huge pass play there for the first down. Chance here for the Broncos to get early points. And looks like Denver's going to take their first time out of the game, so they have 2 remaining already. So 11:06 to play here. Broncos just coming off of that massive pass play to Marvin Mims. And he beat Gonzalez. It was just a go round, and he makes the catch inside the 10. Ooh, it looked like Mims was a little slow to get up. I believe that's why Broncos called a timeout. Mims definitely hit his head on the turf. He's a big receiver, obviously. McLaughlin in the backfield. Broncos had the ball at the Patriots 7. Stidham in their center, man in motion. Snap. It's an end around. And excellent coverage there for the Patriots defense. Maybe a half a yard on an end around play. It'll bring them 2nd down. So 2nd and goal for the Broncos. As Troy Franklin got the so 2nd and goal, 10:35 to play in this first quarter. Again, the Patriots have only allowed one touchdown in this entire postseason in 2 games. Snap, Stidham, play action, looking to throw, fires towards the end zone, has a man wide open. It's Cortland Sutherland. It's a touchdown. Denver strikes first, and Jared Stidham, the Cortland Sutherland, gets the Broncos on top by 6. Good play action play there was called by Sean Payton's offense. And the Broncos on top early. There's a man in motion and good play action. Gonzalez bit down on it and wide open was Sutherland in the back corner of the end zone. And a good throw from Stidham. And an extra point here to make it a 7-0 start. First touchdown pass for Stidham since 2024 on January 7th. Extra point is good. 7-0 Denver with 10:19 to play. Broncos had a poor first drive, but their second drive on offense looked a lot better, including the big pass play. 7-0 Broncos. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on the Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Mile High in Denver. Broncos on top 7-0 over the New England Patriots in early. Both teams' first drive struggled, but then the second drive for the Broncos, Jared Stidham connected on a long pass, 52 yards to Marvin Mims Jr. as the kick return for Williams gets up over the 30-yard line to about the 32, 33-yard line. That is where the Patriots take over. But then another touchdown pass, another pass for Stidham, and it was a touchdown pass to Cortland Sutherland on play action for the touchdown. Got the Broncos on top early after both teams punted on 3-and-outs. Patriots are 8-0 on the road this season. That's the tied best in all-time NFL history. They're also the 4th team to reach the conference championship after 13-plus losses in the previous seasons. Shotgun, May looking to throw. May fires, has a man, it's Diggs. That is a gain of about 5 up to about the 39-yard line. About 2nd down and 5. Officially marked as 2nd and 6, gain of 4 on the previous play. So the crowd is going crazy. Diggs, 83.3% of targets in the regular season. He got a reception, which is best in the NFL. 2nd and 6 coming up. Snap, handoff. Stevenson sheds one tackle, gets up to the 42, and that'll bring up 3rd down in the yard. Big 3rd down coming up here as Talanoa Hufanga was in on the tackle again. He was in on the early pass breakup. He was in on the tackle there. Big 3rd down coming up here for the Patriots. Can they convert? Offset formation. Snap. May gives it to Stevenson. I believe he picked it up. Pretty sure he got a full yard, and they're going to move the chain. So that's a 1st down. Just went old school football there, and it worked. Had a lead blocker and had just enough of a hole to push it past the defensive backs there for a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up for the Patriots at their own 43. May in shotgun. Just into protection. Snap, May. Throwing the left side. It's Diggs, and he's going to get stuffed. Stays on his feet, and that does not work out for him as that loses 2 yards. If he would have went down immediately, that would have been a loss of about half a yard, but he stood on his feet, and they marked him as forward progress as after getting hit the initial time. So that is an early mistake there. Yeah, he just should have gone down immediately because there was a swarm of Broncos right there. And now we're going to 2nd and 12 now. Crowd again going crazy. Denver, one of the best defenses in the league. 2 receivers out wide. 3 receivers out wide. Now the tight end Hooper gets motioned out. May looking to throw, has plenty of time. Takes a shot downfield. Has a man. It is incomplete. Pat Surtain in on the pass. Past the defense there. It's 3rd down and 12. Keyshawn Booty there. And yeah, Pat Surtain with the pass deflection. Good defense there. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Patriots. Big 3rd and 12 coming up here for Denver. 7:27 to play. Three receivers out wide. May looking to throw. Pressure comes, and as he throws, it is caught by Diggs. And he is going to get about 2 or 3 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Arden Key with the tackle there. Good play. And that'll bring up 4th down. There's a little cross over the middle, and yeah, May got hit as he threw. It looks like Key tried to do a little bit of a hip drop tackle. I wonder if that's why Diggs was a little upset at the end of the play. It was officially a gain of 3. 4th down and 9. Broncos looking like they're bringing the house on the punt. They jump back, though. Punt's going to fall around a couple of the Broncos players to get out of the way, though. And it'll be touchdown at about the 22-yard line, and that is where Denver will take over. When we return, Broncos defense does its job again. Way back into this. Broncos on top, 7-0. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the AFC Championship game. Broncos on top 7-0 over the New England Patriots as we get set for the start of this next Broncos drive. Broncos, 2 drives, 1 3-and-out, and 1 touchdown. See what happens here. It's 27 degrees, cloudy, lighter wind now compared to earlier in the Mile High Stadium. First and 10 for the Broncos at their own 23-yard line. Stidham under center. Snap. Give it to Harvey. Avoids one man. Powers through a couple. Gets over to 30, up to the 32. That's a gain of 9 on first down. That's a good start for the Broncos offense on their second drive. The last drive, it was the big 3rd down and 10 pass. Stidham fired a dart over the downfield on the streaking Marvin Mims Jr. And an excellent play action firing at the Cortland Sutton in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. And that is how the Broncos got this scoring drive. Stidham only 2 of 5, but all those passes on that last drive were the big completions for him. 2nd and 1, play action. Stidham looking to throw. Fires short. That's caught. It's a first down. Up to the 34-yard line. And a first down for Troy Franklin Jr. And play action. And again, moves the chains up to the 34. 71 total yards now for Denver in this game. Only 17 for the Patriots. Again, Patriots have punted on both of their first 2 drives. You've yet to get a first down. They have 1 first down, sorry. Snap, Stidham. He'll keep it. He'll run. He'll slide at about the 41-yard line. That'll bring him 2nd down. So Stidham really playing well. Good read option. No one was there to cover the pulling quarterback on New England. So it's officially 2nd and 2. Second down coming up here. I formation. It's been split even in the running and passing game. Another handoff here. And Harvey gets close to the line to gain. I think he's going to be marked about a half a yard shy. And nope, they're going to give him the first down. So it's a first down conversion there for Denver. So we're under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. That's already 4 first downs for Denver now. Picked up 2 in this drive. Stidham under center. And in motion, snap. It's a handoff. Harvey. He'll get about a yard with some help from his O-lineman. That'll bring him 2nd down and long. Goes up to the 45 now of Denver. And a full, absolute mile-high stadium. Looks really cool. There's going to be a injury here. It looks like a Patriot is slow to get up. Yeah, Robert Spillane is slow to get up. That's not good. It's a big defender. So we'll take a break. We'll return after this. Broncos on top 7-0 late in the first quarter with the ball. You're listening to the AFC Championship on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here. 3rd down and 9. Sidham looking to throw. Fires downfield. Has a man, but it's dropped incomplete. Doing a touch behind Cortland Sutton. That'll bring a 4th down and 9. It was a good move against Christian Gonzalez. And a little tug, and Sutton needed to have that completion. It was thrown just behind him, but both of his hands were on it, and that'll bring a 4th down coming up here for the Broncos, 4th and 9. It's a 46 drop pass by the Broncos this season. Ron Shaw will get this one away, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback, and that is where, and the Patriots will take over at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. 7-0. Broncos on top here with 2:20 to play in this game. Broncos looking to have another successful defensive drive. So here gets set for this 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10. 2:20 to play here in this game. Mile Stadium, and it's once again really loud. Ball is at the 20 after the touchback. May under center. Snap. We'll give it to his back. Trayvon Henderson will get up to the 24-yard line. That's a game of about 4. Rookie from Ohio State. Bring up 2nd and 6. 2:05 to play in the 1st quarter. Excellent job for this Broncos defense, but can they play strong here on this drive against this Josh McDaniels and Drake May offense? 2nd and 6. May under center. Snap. Play action. Looking to throw. May's hassled. He's going to get sacked back at the 14 by Robinson. A rookie from Alabama. Loss of 9, 3rd and 15. May couldn't get away from him, and the Broncos defense is standing really tall. And May had absolutely no one open. Excellent sack there. Almost got the face mask, but did not get it. And now we got 3rd and 15. Need to get to the 30-yard line of Denver. Snap. Looking to throw. May fires short, and it is dropped. It was low anyway. Stevenson was the intended receiver, and the Broncos force another 3-and-out on defense. And this New England offense is not moving the football at all. Only 1 first down in this game for them. They have not been able to play well. 4th and 15, 1:02 left in the 1st, and New England will punt. It's Behringer. 2 punts in the game already. This will be number 3. Send this one away. Mims at the 43, and oh, what a great kick coverage there from Schroeder again. He's been excellent. Schuler has been excellent in the last 2 punts on defense. Broncos get the ball at their own 43. They've definitely won the field position battle, and they're on top on the scoreboard too. 7-0 Broncos. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Mile High Stadium. 1st and 10 coming up for the Broncos at their own 43 after the Broncos defense is just stifling this New England offense. Only 12 yards on 12 plays for New England's offense. Time of possessions are pretty close, but the Broncos looking to advance that a little bit. Here's a handoff to Harvey, breaks up the 45 up to about McLaughlin up to about the 46.5 yard line. I'm bringing up 2nd and 7 now for the Broncos. So we're under 40 seconds to play. Unless this is a incompletion or a penalty, this will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Davis Webb, offensive pass game coordinator and quarterbacks coach, has been instrumental with Bo Nix, but also now with Jarrett Stidham, who is a bit of a veteran. But 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Man in motion. Stidham looking to throw. Short left has a man, and that is probably going to be a first down. Zengren makes the reception. And it is going to be a first down, and that'll end the first quarter. So we played through one here in Mile High Stadium in the AFC Championship stage. Broncos on top, 7-0 with possession of the football. You're listening to the AFC Championship on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the start of the second quarter on Shy Sports Live. Denver has the ball over midfield at the Patriots 47 and first down to get this second quarter underway. Sutton motions down. Stidham looking to throw. Play action. Throws it to his back. McLaughlin. And he's going to get up to the 46. That's a gain of about a yard. Now bring him 2nd down and 9. So 2nd and 9. And it's the Broncos offense trying to muster up a second scoring drive. They've been able to move the ball more effectively. No one's covering any receiver up top. Now the Patriots are able to shuffle. Snap. Stidham looking to throw again. Fire short. Sutherland makes the catch at about the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 3.5. Another third down situation is most likely 4-down territory unless the Broncos get backed up quite a bit. Stidham 6 for 10 in the game now. He started 0 for 3, including a bad miss on a wide open screen pass, but he's 6 for 7. Nice. With a touchdown. Broncos 1 of 3 on 3rd down. Patriots 1 of 4. You need to get to the Patriots 37 to convert. Snap, looking to throw. Fires far side. It is caught. It's a first down. Up to the 35. That's Marvin Mims. And that's a first down. 1st and 10 now for the Broncos. Perfect throw. Reminder, Broncos did take an early timeout in the first quarter, so they only have 2 left. Snap. Fakes the screen. Gives it to Harvey. Powers over to 30. Up to the 26. It'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Broncos. Maybe even 2nd and a half a yard. Your Bulls, the lead blocker, also got receiver as the lead blocker. Ingram was the lead receiving blocker. 42 yards for Harvey on 7 attempts. 2nd and 1 I formation. They're going to give it to the fullback. That's a first down up to the 23. So, first down for the Broncos. Prentice with the carries. We're under 12 minutes to play here in the half. 7-0 Broncos, moving the ball pretty well now. Converted on a couple first downs now on this drive. 11:42 to play in the half. Snap. Handoff. Harvey again. Gets up to about the 20-yard line. It's about 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 coming up now. And the Broncos doing exactly what they want to do, eat up the time of possession clock. They're going to eat up as much as they can right now to try and really, really hurt the Patriots, as they're already over 11 minutes on time of possession now. Again, New England 12 plays, 12 yards. Denver 23 plays, 119 yards. And that's going to continue to improve. Stidham in shotgun looking to throw. Stidham, pressure comes. He rolls out. Now he has room. He's going to scramble, and he's going to get up to about the 19-yard line. That'll bring up about 3rd and 5.5 yards. Basically 3rd and 6. Good coverage downfield for the Broncos. And they were in a zone just watching Stidham, and good tackle there from Gibbons. So another big 3rd down coming up here for the Broncos. 3rd and 6 coming up. 2 for 4 in the game on 3rd down. They're averaging almost 8 yards to go on 3rd down, but they're still 2 for 4. Man in motion now. He resets. 5 on the play clock. Stidham, 2 on the play clock. Gets it off. Looking to throw. Pressure's coming off the edge. Stidham rolling out. He's going to scramble. He's going to fight forward, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. And if you're paying, do you take the points or do you go for it here? You always want to get the points when you can in the playoffs. You got down to about the 13-yard line or the 14-yard line. They need to get to the 13 to convert. And the Broncos trying to extend this drive. They're going for on fourth down, and Payton's going to take a second timeout. There's only 3 on the play clock, and the Broncos are still in the huddle. They only have 1 left for the rest of the half. This is just to get a better understanding of what do you want to run here. I personally think a field goal here is probably better to go for, but in order to take the points and go up by 2 possessions against a really struggling Patriots offense, but you could go for it here. I mean, there's risk reward. There's always risk rewards for these types of plays. If you go for it and you don't get it, then the Patriots get some momentum and they could tie it. But if they get it, then the clock will continue to run, and they'll continue to eat up time of possession and potentially get a scoring drive here. You could take the field goal. You're up by 10. And again, the field goal is never guaranteed. Heavy packages for both teams. Snap, they're going to go. Play action, pressure comes. Stidham, it is picked off. They're going to say it's incomplete, but regardless, it'll be a turnover on downs. Woodson was the man who almost picked it off. So the Broncos go for on fourth down. They don't get anything. It was good pressure. And that did hit the ground, but there was no chance there anyways. 9:22 to play in the half. 7-0 Broncos. You're listening to the AFC Championship on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Mile High Stadium. 9:22 left to play in the first half. Patriots just stopped a 4th-and-1 try for the Broncos. And it is 1st and 10 for the Patriots at their own 14. May looking to throw. He's going to get sacked. No. And now he does. Back at the 11. He avoided the first hit, but couldn't avoid the second hit. That's a loss of 3, and that's the second sack of the game for the Broncos defense. Both edges broke down. Actually, the left edge dropped back into coverage, and that confused me. The right edge broke down. It was Cooper. He got the initial hit, didn't sack him, but then a swarm of trio of Broncos finished the job off. 2nd and 13 coming up now for New England in hostile territory. Looking to throw. May fires down the right sideline. It is out of bounds, incomplete. Good pass break up there by Talanoa Hufanga. Azul Douglas was the intended receiver. It's third down. Yeah, he dropped it anyways. But good job there on Hufanga to basically give him no chance to make the catch. 3rd and 13, another long third down coming up here. New England now at 9 total yards of offense and 14 total plays. They're 1 for 4 on third down. Snap. May looking to throw. Backs up. Fires over the middle. Has a man. It is Hollins. That's a first down to the 30-yard line. Mac Hollins. First target of the game and first reception, and the Patriots moved the chains on the big catch for Mac. And just absolutely no pressure on that drive. Hollins actually bobbled it on the initial catch. But he got possession of it before it went down. Back at the 31, they gave him an extra yard. And that's just the second first down of the game for New England. Snap. Handoff. Stevenson tries to gut, able to power up to about the 33-yard line. That'll give him 2 yards, and that'll bring him second down and 8. Prior to that play, they only had 9 yards of offense. And in their first 3 possessions, they've had 2 3-and-outs and 3 punts. They just converted their second third down of the game, and they only have 2 first downs in this game. 2nd and 8. Need to get to the Broncos. Need to get to their own 41, then move the chains. May looking to throw over the middle, caught by Diggs. Gets up to about the 37, and that'll bring up third down at about 4 yards. This is a big third down coming up here for New England. Another third down. This one's more manageable than what it's been most of the game. One third down that they converted prior to the Mac Hollins first down was a 3rd and 1 situation. It's now 3rd and 3. Need to get to their own 41. May looking to throw. Pressure's coming. May's going to get sacked again. Maybe even might have gone back to the line of scrimmage, but regardless, they got nothing, and they're going to go to 4th down again. And New England's going to have to punt for the 4th time today, and that's on every single drive of this game for them. And again, off the edge, broke contain, and Allen against the left guard just powered up. Got May as he was trying to scramble up. So 4 drives and 4 punts for for New England today. The punt just gets away. Punt will be fair caught at about the 17-yard line from Marvin Mims. 1st and 10 coming up. 5:50 to go in the half. Broncos defense, led by Brian Flores, is dominating. 7-0 Broncos. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the AFC Championship game. Broncos defense just empowering and destroying this New England Patriots from the offense. New England only has 2 first downs today, but they've had to punt on all 4 drives they've had today. And because of these punts, Denver has been able to extend their lead in time possession. However, they weren't able to extend the lead. It's still only a 7-0 game, so. And again, you don't take the points. You went for on 4th down. You don't get it. Your defense comes out, stands tall. Now you got to get some points here before halftime. So hand off to Harvey. Makes a man miss. And he gets over to 22, about the 22-yard line. It's about 5 yards on 1st down. As I explained, again, one of the Patriots players that was down towards the end of the 1st quarter, he has his helmet back on. He's still questionable to return to the game, but his helmet is back on compared to earlier where he was doing some conditioning drills with a helmet off. Harvey went out on motion. Now he gets motion back into the backfield. Snap, Stidham looking to throw. Short has a man, but it's behind Sutton. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Third and 5. Looks like Sutton was going with a slant and Stidham just threw it behind him. Sutton guarded by Gonzalez again. So 3rd and 5 coming out for Denver. If they don't get it here, they'll be 2 for 6 on their down. They're 2 for 5 right now. They need to get to the 27. Extend this drive. Stidham looking to throw. Pressure comes. Fires short. Has a man. It is caught. That's a 1st down. Stretched out by Marvin Mims. Just stretches it out. And it is a 1st down. There's a little crosser. It was good coverage on defense, but the stretch out, yep, definitely got it by about a half a yard. So the Broncos are now 3 for 7 on 3rd down. They have 8 first downs on the game now compared to only 2 for New England. New England only has 36 total yards of offense. The Broncos 135. Snap. Handoff. McLaughlin gets over to 30 to about the 31, 32-yard line. That'll bring him 2nd down. Broncos continuing to eat up clock. Denver with only 1 timeout left in this game. In this first half, sorry. New England has 3. Pat Bryant, questionable to return due to a hamstring injury for Denver. That's potential loss there. Second and 5 coming out now. Prentice, the fullback, gets motion in I formation. Snap. Handoff. McLaughlin again gets up to about the 33, 34-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down at about 4. As we hit the 3:30-minute mark of this game. I'll probably creep her under or around 3 minutes when Broncos snap the ball next. They have 13 rushing attempts by a running back today. That's already 3 more than in the divisional round. We're still have time here to go in the first half. Stidham in shotgun. Gotta hurry. Snap. Looking to throw. Pressure's coming. Stidham. It's a screen. It's going to be a fumble, I believe. It is recovered. It's a touchdown. No, I saw the head referee rule incomplete. There's also a flag, I believe, on the play. The head referee said incomplete. Can't imagine there's going to be an intentional grounding. Okay, so They ruled incomplete. They also have an intentional grounding penalty on Stidham, who was still inside the tackle box. That's very close. So now that is a spot foul and a loss of downs. Like Vrabel is holding the challenge flag. It's 4th and 24. Referees are going to huddle up. Vrabel wants a fumble, wants a backward pass call here. Okay, so they overturn it to a recovery for New England, but they're ruling at the spot of the recovery. It did look like a backwards pass, but we're once again having the discussion of blowing the whistle dead on backwards passes. It was the head official who was nowhere near the play that blew the whistle, ruled it incomplete, where the umpire right there did not blow the whistle. Broncos catch a huge break right here because that should be a touchdown for New England. New England gets the ball anyways at the 12-yard line of Denver. May quick throw, has booty. It's up to the 6-yard line. I'm going to second down. So a big break for Denver for now. But that's a big turnover and one that Jarrett Stidham and the Broncos offense would like back. They would have preferred the intentional grounding, but it's ruled a backwards pass. And once again, the backwards pass ruling is really hurting, has really hurt all defenses. It's really hurting the NFL in the past few weeks. May. It's a QB run. He's going to get a free line touchdown, Patriots. 2 plays after the fumble, and the Patriots strike, and they are now an extra point away from tying it up. After the entire first half, they looked like they haven't been able to move the football at all. They get the turnover they needed, and they spark momentum for the touchdown. There's a QB draw, and you got plenty of blockers upfield. Bradbury and Stevenson, his back was right there. First career rushing touchdown in the postseason for Drake May. You hear some Patriots fans chanting MVP. The PAT by Borealis is good. Borealis knocks it through 7-7 with 2:10 to play. The Patriots force a fumble, recover it, and 2 plays later score a touchdown. 7-7 here in AFC Championship game. You're listening to it, provided by Shy Sports Live. 2:10 to play here in the first half. 7-7 tie between the Broncos and the Patriots. Broncos defense was dominating this entire half, but then a Jared Stidham backwards pass should have been a touchdown at that point for New England. As the kickoff is going to be a touchback, and the Patriots will take over at their own 35. The Broncos take over at their own 35. But because of the fact that the referees ruled it a backwards pass, but the head referee blew it dead at the point of play, Patriots weren't able to score. Luckily, the referees came together with the discussion, said it was a backwards pass, which it was a backwards pass. The head referee should have just let it go. Regardless, 10 seconds away from the warning. Broncos have possession of the ball. Patriots do get the ball to start the second half. So if Denver wants to get momentum back on their side, they got to score here. Stidham's getting pressured. He's just going to throw it away. They were setting up a screen, had no one open. It'll bring up second down. And this Patriots defense is really coming alive now against this Broncos front. As Caleb Chase brought pressure off the right edge. Could have been called for right tackle could have been called for a hold there. They didn't call it. 2nd and 10. This will be the last play before the warning. Jared, under no pressure, he's 8 for 10 in this game, but under pressure, he's 0 for 5. He'll throw it, no pressure, has a catch, and that is a first down for Harvey up over the 45 to the 46 as we hit the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to play in the first half. Denver trying to add on before the half comes to a close. 7-7 all. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the AFC Championship game. 7-7 tie here in Denver as the Broncos had all the momentum heading into the end of the first half, but then a couple bounces went the Patriots' way. And even though the referees tried to sway it a little bit back towards Denver's way, the Patriots rightfully got the ball on that fumble. Scored a touchdown 2 plays later. But regardless, the Broncos had the ball at their 45-yard line their own. They have 1st and 10 to go. They're about 14 yards from the field goal target line. As Stidham over the middle, incomplete, almost picked off by the safety back. Marvin Mims was the intended receiver. I believe he threw it behind Mims on the play. Bring up 2nd and 10. Stidham has not looked particularly good today. Oh, Mims wasn't even looking. That was actually a pretty good throw. Mims was a little early, in my opinion, from Stidham. Wasn't even paying attention to the ball. 2nd and 10, 1:55 to play. As May is struggling to get yards downfield. Here's Stidham. He's going to get sacked back at the 36. Christian Barmore with the sack. And New England's going to take their first timeout with 1:50 to play in the half. It'll bring up 3rd and 18. And the Broncos are now in danger territory here. Just a gap past the right guard. Yeah, just excellent swim move there from Barmore. That's 2 sacks now for New England. Denver has 3 sacks. 3rd and 18 now. We'll see what they do, what the Broncos offense does here on 2nd down. Do they play conservative or try and at least get some yards to get close to field goal range? 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Stidham backs up. Short throw. Has his man. Makes the man miss. Gets up to the 49. And the Patriots take their 2nd timeout as Troy Franklin was the receiver. So they're looking at him up the midfield. Waste some time off the clock, but Patriots defense does a job, and now Drake May will have a timeout to work with. But probably around 1:35 to 1:30 left of the game clock. So it's going to bring up 4th and 6 now for Denver. Denver is going to punt. Croshaw will come out to punt. $15 on the play clock. Snap is good. Croshaw sends this one away. And it's going to be fair caught at the 10-yard line. So Jones fair catches it there. And the Patriots have 135 to work with. They have 90 yards to go to get a touchdown. But I imagine they're going to be shooting for just 3 points here. Especially since they get the ball to start the 2nd half. So they can try and at least get some points here. And maybe even have a chance of extending it to a 2-possession lead. After their first drive of the 2nd half. But this is going to be a big drive here. You don't want to go 3 and out here because the Broncos do have 1 timeout left. May looking to know it's going to be a draw handoff to Stevenson. They'll get up to about the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Just to give May some room there. Vrabel wants them to hurry up a touch. 27 rushing yards now for New England, 57 for Denver. 1:08 to play down the half. Still have time. May looking to throw. Over the middle, it is dropped by Hooper, and or by Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5. And now this becomes really huge because if New England doesn't get anything here, and even if it's an incompletion, Denver still has a timeout left. They could still have a chance to get points here, so you're hoping if you're Denver's defense, you could get a quick stop here. 2nd and 6. 3rd and 5. New England's 2 for 6 on 3rd down. Pressure comes. Quick throw right to Henry. He's going to get stopped for a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. And Denver takes their final timeout with 57 seconds left in this half. So Denver will get one more chance to try and add on some points. And if we see what we've seen in the first half happen in the second half, it's really all going to come down to who can get the next touchdown. So Marvin Mims, it's going to be a big punt here for Behringer. It's this one away. Mims at the 41 will return it up to about the 48, 49 yard line. So they're really only about 7 or 8 yards from field goal range. Of course, you'd love to get a first down here and try and move the clock, but usually you have plenty of time left. Patriots have one timeout left. I imagine they're not going to use it. But this is a big drive for Denver. One where they could easily get at least a field goal here if they play their cards correctly. So 48 seconds left. No timeouts for Denver. One timeout for New England. 1st and 10 coming out for Stidham. They're at their own 49-yard line. First down gets them into field goal range. Throws short right, caught by Harvey. Gets off of a man, has the first down, and gets out of bounds in New England territory. That's a big first down there for Denver. And couldn't tackle him there. And that just wasn't good tackling. Ball's placed at around the 40-yard line of New England. Stidham's 11 and 19 on the game now. 117 passing yards, 1 touchdown. Looking to throw. Pressure's coming. Stidham continuing to back up. Throws it right side. Incomplete. Now we're going 2nd down. 35 seconds left to play in a half now. You could do a draw here and try and shake things up. I don't think you try and get a touchdown here for Denver. I think you try and get the 3 points. That way you could just get the 3 points and go to the half with the lead. Because you don't want to make another mistake here and kill any chance of getting points. We're on the play clock. Looking to throw. Pressure's coming. Throw out wide. Is something that's a catch. Up to the 34. It's about 6 yards. And now we have 3rd down and 4. Again, I'm not playing for a touchdown here, in my opinion, if I'm Sean Payton. I'm trying to get closer and closer into field goal range, make the kick easier. You could take a shot here into the end zone, see if you have the coverage. But New England backs off of pressure, only rushing 4. Stidham's rolling out. He's going to fake the throw. Now he runs out of bounds. That's actually going to lose him 2 yards. And now we have 4th down with 24 seconds left on the half. I would have just been smarter to just flip it out of bounds. So Will Lutz is out to attempt a field goal to try and make it a 10-7 game, the former Saint. 32 of 36 this season combined in the regular season and postseason field goals. 57 of it is as long. This is from 54 from the right hash. Snap and holder is good. Kick is up. It's leaking and it's going to move outside, and it's going to be wide right. And that is 6 points left off the board now for Denver's offense. And there's 20 seconds left. New England still with that one timeout. If they get what they want, they could take a shot to try and make this they could give themselves a lead. We'll see what New England does here if they play content to See if they play content here. Again, there's really no wind. So I'll just look out right. They need about 15 yards to get into field goal territory. May looking to throw. May over the middle, downfield. He underthrew Booty. I don't think I'm 2nd and 10. There's 15 seconds left. There's still one timeout left. You might as well still try and take another shot over the middle of the field. If May hits his man, that's going to get him inside the 35. Booty is a little slow to get up, limping a little bit. 2nd and 10, 15 seconds left in the half. May only has 41 passing yards on the game. And there's going to be a dead ball foul. It's going to be a false start on the left tackle. We'll see if Vrabel just says, kill it and let's go to the half. That was Will Campbell, the left tackle. First penalty. Or second penalty of the game. First dead ball penalty. That's on New England. So 2nd and 15. 15 seconds left in the half. Does New England try and take a shot? I mean, they're still around Hail Mary range. They need to get about 20 yards now to get the first down, or to get in the field goal range. So May will take a shot downfield, one-on-one. It's overthrown, incomplete. Booty was the intended receiver. There's 9 seconds left. Now, with one timeout, you still technically have time to get close to field goal range. Pat Surtain was in on the coverage, and there's good coverage there. So it was clear arm strength to get there. 3rd and 15, May. He's going to scramble. This is huge. He is going to get the first down with 1 second left. Did he get the timeout off? They did. They got the timeout with 1 second off. What a play. Wow. Vrabel was right there next to the line judge. And he called it. It's like he's calling it right as the guy was down. This is a huge call here. We saw something similar. So they're still not. Yeah, so Andy Borregales is going to attempt a long field goal with a second left to try and make it a 10-7 game. His long is 59 on the season. 30 of 35. This is from 63. Wind is a small crosswind around 5 miles an hour. Kick is up. It is no good. It hooks immediately. And we're going to go to the half, tied at 7. It was a good try, but it was immediately hooked. 7-7 tie after a half. We're back in a couple minutes to recap the first half. It is tied at 7. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live 7-7 tie between the Denver Broncos and New England Patriots at halftime. Drake May's 6-yard touchdown run was the reason why New England was able to get back into this game. But even bigger of a reason, and really the biggest issue for Denver is, number one, they've left six points off on the board. They passed up on what probably would have been around a 40-yard field goal to go for it on 4th and 1. Granted, it was 4th and 1, so it should have been the best chance to pick it up. But they don't get it. And that means they left 3 points off the board. Now, you're not guaranteed to make the field goal, but they could have made it and made it 10-0 at the time. New England didn't do anything with the ball on that drive, but the drive that they scored a touchdown on to New England, Jared Stidham made a mistake. As he was getting sacked, his hand got hit, and he basically threw a backwards pass. It was initially ruled an incomplete pass by the head referee, which, because of that, it was picked up by the New England Patriots and ran into the end zone. Because it was ruled a backwards pass, but after it was blown dead, that means the Broncos got a brief break because New England didn't get a defensive touchdown. But New England ended up scoring 2 plays later and made it 7-7. And then at the end of the half, this thing should be charging. Oops. Sorry, my computer is not charging apparently. I don't know why it's not. There we go. I don't know why I was on there. But basically, at the end of the half, Will Lutz missed granted, it was a long field goal. It was a 52-yarder. He missed it out wide right, which kept it at 7-7. And Borregales missed the 63-yarder, which was expected. So we kept it 7-7. So Denver left 6 points off the board. They didn't score since that early touchdown drive, and the defenses have been strong. But we're back in about a minute to discuss the first half stats before we get set for the second half of football. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the first half stats. The second half is about ready to get kicked off, but we'll get you the first half stats here quickly. For the Patriots, Drake May 7 of 14, 41 passing yards. He's been sacked 3 times. Drake May has also rushed it 2 times for 22 yards with a touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson has 6 carries for 17 yards. And Trayvon Henderson has 1 carry for 4 yards. Mac Hollins leads the receivers with 1 catch for 20 yards. Diggs has 4 for 12 yards. And the defense has played pretty well. For the Broncos, Jared Stidham is 12 of 21, 123 yards and a touchdown pass. He's been sacked 3 times. RJ Harvey has 9 carries for 29 yards, and Marvin Mims leads the receiving yards, 2 catches for 57 yards. 1 turnover for Jared Stidham, which has been a big difference in this game. Because if it was intentional grounding, then Denver would have had to punt it away. And New England still would have had a chance to get us some points, but that fumble was the closest New England got for any points, and they converted on a touchdown. It is now snowing in Denver right now, so we'll see if that impacts conditions. But we are underway in the second half. Here at Mile High Stadium, ball's going to be received at about the 1-yard line. And Stevenson will get this up over the 31-yard line. And that is where they'll blow him dead. Sorry, not Stevenson, Johnson. So out comes Drake May and this Patriots-led offense. First half defense for Denver was amazing. How will they come out here in the second half? It's going to be huge. And if you're Denver, you got to take the points when they're given to you. You cannot risk it anymore. You left at least 3 points on the board. The long field goal isn't always a guarantee, but anything on the inside 45 should. There's a quick screen pass to Diggs. It's over to 35 to the 36. It's about 5 yards, and that's a good start and a good screen pass to get New England's offense going here in the first play of the third quarter in the second half. Exactly how you want to start it there. Get a chunk gain on first down. Set up your offense with a chance to get another first down. It's been struggling to get first downs, but they've started to pick up a couple. 2nd and 5. Snap. Handoff. Stevenson. And the last push gets him about 2 yards. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 3 coming up now for New England. The temperatures also dropped a few degrees. It started off at 27. Now it's 24 degrees. The wind has picked up as well. It's now around 13 miles per hour, and it feels like 12. So conditions are starting to become a little harsh in Denver. 3rd and 3 coming up. New England 3 of 8 on 3rd down today. All right, sorry, we lost a bit of connection issues there. New England did pick up that first down that I talked about earlier. They have 2nd and 9 right now. And Stevenson will get the first down. He gets up to about the 46 of Denver. We have first down and 10. Apologies about the disconnection. Always don't like that. But New England's starting to move the football now. First and 10 coming up now. 104 or 35 yards today for Stevenson. Ball's at the 46. Matt Collins in motion. Now ahead of Denver in total rushing yards. Handoff. This is Henderson. He'll get up to about the 42-yard line. Now we're going to have second down. Almost looked like a Denver Bronco. Jumped early, but no flags. 2nd and 6 now for New England. 11:18 to play in the third quarter. Five runs, one pass in this drive. 27 yards, over 3:30 in the time possession mark on this drive. Looked like again they jumped early. Again, no flag, and there's going to be a loss of 2 yards on that play, and I'll bring up third down. Trayvon Henderson had to carry again. Again, it looked like a Denver Bronco jumped off. But then, again, no flag. Must just be jumping the snap in time. Third down and 9. A huge third down here on this first drive of the second half for New England. May, pressure off the backside. He scrambles up. He'll roll up. He'll have the first down, get over the 30. Picks him in this. He'll get inside the 20 to about the 16. Huge first down. And a huge run for Drake May using his legs. They'll mark him down at the 17 of Denver. And New England continuing to make move of the ball. There was no spy on Drake May, which is why he was able to get that huge chunking and get down to Denver's 17-yard line and convert another first down on third down. That was the longest play by either team today on the ground. And you get nothing there on first down. Bring up second down on about 10. 9:30 to play in the third quarter. Drake May, 8 for 15, 46 yards through the air, 50 rushing yards, and a touchdown. He's run the ball 3 times today. 90 rushing yards now for New England, 57 for Denver. New England's really killing time of possession now here in this third quarter. Had the ball for what's now going to be 6 minutes. May looking to throw. Pressure comes. Delivers it downfield. It's overthrown and complete. Stevenson, the intended receiver. Pressure is coming. He just had to get rid of it. It'll bring him third down. And he has Stevenson open, but the pressure caused him to throw it a little too quickly and overthrow it. Now we have a big 3rd and 10. You don't want to lose money yards here for New England. Ball's at the 17. Snap. Play action. May. It's a screen. Henry. Makes a man miss. He's very close to the sticks. Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard shy. It's going to bring a 4th down. And what will Vrabel do here? Do you take the points? Or do you go for it, risk not getting the points? Yeah, he's literally like an inch or 2 inches away from the first down marker. New England's going to go for it on 4th down. You got to hurry. There's only 7 seconds on the play clock. 3 seconds left. They're not going to get the timeout. And a timeout is called by New England. That's a big timeout to use with 8:10 to play. They did a little late of a substitution, which allowed Denver to sub. 8:10 to play in the third. 4th and 1 coming up now for the Patriots. Big 4th down here for New England. Denver failed on their only 4th down conversion. This is less than what the Broncos had to get for that 1st down. Looks like they're going to sneak it. May well go for it. The initial shove, he didn't get it. Did he get it on the second shove? Looks like they're marking him short. At least the one side judge came in. The down judge now comes in. I mean, the initial shove, he was stopped right at the line of the game. He tried going right. He was blocked off. It's tough to tell. I don't think he got it. I think he got stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They gave him the 1st down though. They're not going to review it. Nope. Challenge flag is out. Sean Payton throws it. So Denver is challenging the ruling. 7:36 to go. So it's going to be a big review coming up. We'll head to a break. 7:36 to play. For now, it's 1st down for New England. All right, so the ruling on the field stands. It is going to be a 1st down. It's really tough to tell at all where that ball was. But, I mean, the overhead, in my opinion, looked like it was rolled short. But they gave him the 1st down. It's 1st and goal. Patriots drive is continuing to chew clock. It's a handoff to Henderson, and he's going to get about to the 3-yard line. I'm bring up 2nd and goal. So now both teams are even in the timeout category. Both teams have 2 timeouts left here in the game. Denver still has yet to have the ball this half. And New England's continuing to run the football well in the second half. They've had 10 carries, only 3 passes. As we've officially at the 8-minute mark on this possession, direct snap to Stevenson. He's going to get dropped for a loss of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Tried trickery, and Talanoa Hufanga just blew up that play. It's 3rd and goal. Stevenson almost. If Stevenson handles that snap, he might have gotten the touchdown, but couldn't handle it, and Hufanga just immediately blew up that play. 3rd and goal from the 3. May's going to bring Stevenson in the back in to help on pass coverage here. Snap. May looking to throw. May. Pressure's going to come. He's going to get sacked back at the 5. Cooper with the sack. That'll bring up 4th and goal, and you got to imagine New England's going to take the points here, as that is now a 9-minute drive for New England. So we're under 6 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. And Denver's pass defense just stood tall. So Borregales will come out for the 23-yarder. This is a chip shot. 0 for 1 today, but it was a 63-yarder he missed. From the right hash. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is a little, almost hits the right upright, but it leaks inside the goalpost, and it's good. 10-7 lead for New England. They're on a 10-0 run since giving up that early touchdown. Patriots on top with 5:29 to play here in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the 3rd quarter. 10-7 lead for the Patriots. It is really snowing out now here at Mile High Stadium. Conditions have really changed since that first half. It is really snowing now. But New England took the points after barely, and even after review, barely getting the first down. in my opinion, that probably Borigalis hooks this kickoff and it's going to stay in bounds. Will be returned, and pretty good kick return covers. The return only gets up to the 23-yard line. That is where Denver will take over with 5:24 to play. So that was a long first drive for New England to start the second half. It was almost 10 minutes. It was if they would have had to get one more first down, that would have gone. They would have definitely gone over 10 minutes on that drive. But if New England wins today, they'll have their 12th Super Bowl appearance in NFL history. That would be 4 ahead of the Denver Broncos, who currently sit with 8. And with the conditions changing and the wind increasing, it's going to make it tougher to throw the football. New England only threw the ball 3 times on that drive. Handoff. McLaughlin makes a man miss. Gets up to the 25. That's a gain of 2. And we have second down. I mean, if Denver chews clock here, we could be heading to the fourth quarter with each team just getting 1 possession in this game, in this third quarter. Thinking about it, for New England's defense, they've been sitting for over 25 minutes now at this point. They're well rested and somewhat warm, in my opinion. Or actually, they're going to be cold. Jared Stidham looking to throw short over the middle. It is dropped by McLaughlin. They're going to say it's incomplete. That'll bring up third down. So Stidham's made 1 good pass, and that was on their touchdown drives. But he has not really. That one was not on him, but it has not been a good game without Bo Nix for the Broncos. McLaughlin, he just dropped. Never had possession. He just never grabbed it. Third down and 8 now. Snap. Stidham. It's a screen. Caught by Mims, and he's going to get up to about the 28. That'll bring a fourth down at about 4. So a 3-0 for Denver to start the third quarter. They're going to trust their defense once again. You got to imagine New England's going to continue to try and eat clock. With these conditions, it's going to be tough to handle the punt here. Punt is away. Jones will take it at the 19. The blocker threw the defender right into his legs. It's maybe 3 yards on the return. And the Patriots will take over at their own 21. 3:50 to play in the third quarter. The Broncos trail the Patriots 10-7. You're listening to the AFC Championship on Shy Sports Live. back here to Shy Sports Live. It is really snowing in Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. But that's not where the Patriots are right now. They're at Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver, where it is also snowing, but not as much. However, it is starting to accumulate now on the field, and it's really coming down. Temperatures have decreased 5 degrees since kickoff. May throwing on first down. It's slow and incomplete. I'll bring up second down. I imagine we're going to start seeing the running game become the main point of attack for both teams because it's becoming impossible for both teams to really throw the football effectively. I'm looking at the current radar. It's just there's not going to be really any relief from the snow for the rest of this game. 5:30 in a little over an hour and 15 minutes. The Rams and Seahawks will get a takeoff for the NFC Championship game that will not be broadcasted here. May on second down, fakes the throw. He's going to scramble. He's going to get the first down and get up to the 34. And another first down for Drake May in this offense. And really, this is the only thing that's working out well for this offense because the passing game has not really improved too much. I mean, you might as well just continue to run the football. First and 10. May 9 of 18 from the game, on the game today, 55 yards, but 64 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Hooper is going to get motioned out to the right. Snap. Hand off to Stevenson. He'll get up to about the 39-yard line. I'll bring him second down at about 5. 2:50 to play here in the third. $70 yards on the ground in the second half for New England, 43 in the first half. And they are continuing to run the football and chew up the time of possession. And then Denver only had the ball once in this half, and it was a 3-and-out. A flea flicker. May, downfield, has a man. It's Hollins. It's a first down to the 30-yard line. One of the NFL official, not a game official, but one of the camera guys goes down. Trying to play about a huge first down. It was a flea flicker in this condition. In these conditions is crazy. But it gets completed to Mac Hollins. What a play. And what a really a gutsy play call to make. Ball's at the 31. First and 10 for New England. Snap. Is it to Stevenson? He'll get a good push. They blow it down. Some pushing and shoving. Looks like they're going to give him the spot to the 28. Give him 4 yards on that play. Bring him second and 6. 117 yards in the second half and in the quarter for New England. 6 for Denver. And again, Denver had to punt on a 3-and-out. 1 minute to play now. May looking to throw. Fires right side, incomplete. Booty, the intended receiver. Want to get third down. And with the heavy snow, it makes the field goal operation a lot tougher now. So if you're New England, you're trying to get this first down, extend the drive, and it might even be go for a time. You might run it here to just try and get a couple of yards and make this fourth down more manageable because the field goal in these conditions is going to be really tough. 5 of 12 on third down today. That's a lot better than what they started off the game with. Snap. It's a draw. Stevenson not getting any push. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. That'll bring a fourth down. And for New England, you really just have to try and do it. Have to try and get a field goal. And if Borgales is able to nail it, make it a touchdown game. 1 for 2 today. Made 1 from 23. Missed from 63. This will be another tough kick from the right hash. This will be a 46-yarder. 20 seconds. That clock's going to continue to run. Snap and hold are good. The kick by Borregales is going to leak right. No good. And that's going to turn it over. And the Broncos will get the ball back with 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Borregales, in tough conditions, misses it. 10-7, Patriots on top with 11 seconds left in the third. You're listening to the AFC Championship on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the AFC Championship game. There's only 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. New England's had the ball for 13 minutes and 10 seconds of the quarter. And so, barring an injury or an incomplete pass here, this will be the last play of the quarter. First and 10 here for the Broncos. Really getting tough to see the field numbers now, as Harvey will get up to about the 39-yard line. And that'll end the quarter. Make it about 2nd and 8 when we return. We played through 3 quarters here in the AFC Championship game. It's been a good defensive battle, and the conditions are going to continue to make it that. 10-7 Patriots, 1 more quarter to play. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Second and 9 here. Start the fourth quarter between the Broncos and the Patriots. First play is a pass to Marvin Mims. Gets about a yard. There's a screen pass, and they'll bring him 3rd and 6 now. Conditions have really changed since the start of this game, where it's almost sunny. But again, this snow is most likely going to last for the next half hour, 45 minutes, which would most likely be until the end of the game. But 3rd and 5 coming up now for the Broncos. Need to get to the 47. Looking to throw. Stidham, right side. It is incomplete. Good pass break up there by Jones, the special teams man. Now to bring up 4th down. Excellent pass coverage there on Humphrey. And the Broncos left to punt. Jones will get a chance here to return a punt. So back-to-back 3 and outs for Denver in the second half. Only 6 plays. And with Stidham, it's been impossible to move the football, it seems like, on this excellent Patriots defense. Good punt. Unfortunately, it's a little too good, as it'll go out into the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots will take over at their own 20-yard line. We played through just under a minute here in the fourth quarter. Patriots on top, 10-7. This is the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. I'll go back here to the fourth quarter. 4:11 to play here in the game. Broncos have had the ball for only 6 plays and have had 2 3-and-outs in this second half. The Patriots, on the other hand, have dominated time of possession, which is what they needed to do, and they have successfully done it. Big drive here for New England, because if they get a touchdown here, that probably seals the deal with how poor the Broncos offense has been able to move the football. Only 9 yards of offense total in the second half for Denver, 115 for New England. There's a handoff to Stevenson, gets over the 25, up to the 31. That's a first down. And a gain of 11. So This game all comes down to taking the points. New England took the points. Of course, they sort of had to it at one point, but Denver could have taken the points and made it 10-0 at the time, and it would be 10-10. It's just hanging up to Stevenson. He'll get up to about the 32. By the way, the temperature has dropped another degree down to 21, and the wind has also gone up by another mile per hour. But 2nd and 8 coming up now. Ball at the 32.5-yard line. Snap, handoff, Stevenson. It's over to 36, up to the 37. It's about 4 or 5, and now to bring up 3rd down and 4. They get a 1st down here. That's going to definitely chew off another couple minutes on the time of possession. 89 rushing yards in the second half for New England, only 4 for Denver. Only 9 yards for Denver in total the second half. This is why this is becoming a really huge drive here for the Broncos defense. If they cannot get a stop here, now they continue to kill some time. Snap, May looking to throw. May still looking to throw. Pressure's going to come. He's going to get sacked. Back up to 28. DJ Jones and the Denver Broncos got the stop that they needed to get a sack, and they're going to force a 3-and-out here, or a punt after the 1st down. Coverage was great downfield, and May just waited too long in the pocket. So now Denver will get the ball back once again. Can the offense do anything with it? Punt does get away. It's hanging up a little bit now. Misses a Broncos player, goes out of bounds at around the 31-yard line. And that is where Denver will take over. They're going to mark it out of bounds at the 29. So, 11:29 to play here in the game. Patriots are up by 3. It's been a defensive battle. The conditions have allowed for that to happen. You're listening to the AFC Championship on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Denver. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Snap. Harvey's going to break outside, and I think he's going to get the first down. There are no yardage markers visible on the field right now, so it's really tough to tell where they're at. This is going to make it difficult for the officials to rule whether a player is out of bounds or not. We're going to need marker to yard short. So it's 2nd and 1. Again, still cannot see the yardage markers. But I believe they're at the 34-yard line. Snap, handoff. Harvey tries to bounce us out. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down. 10:35 to play in this game. All right, so the ball's at their own 39-yard line. Third down and 1 coming up here for Denver. They've struggled to get really any push in the interior. Looks like they're going to... They roll the man out. No, here's a handoff. They're going to get it. First down. They're going to get up to the 41. And that is the first down for Denver in the second half as Beatty gets to carry there. They go a little elusive. And Beatty, you got motion now. And then Stidham started to bring him back in. Snapped it. This allowed him to get a little bit of a downfield explosion in order to get the yards that he needed to get. Ball's at the 43. 5 on the play clock. 2 on the play clock. They got to snap it. They do get it off. Play action. Stidham looking to throw. Stidham's rolling out now. And he just throws it away, and that'll bring him 2nd down. 9:12 to play in the game. And again, New England's not, or Denver's not going to be able to get this ball moving by throwing the football. Especially with, it looked like they were running 3 go routes too. Can't be running go routes at this stage of the game in this weather. You got to be trying to take some short routes. And they're at their own 43-yard line. Snap. Screen pass, incomplete. There is no blockers out there to even contend with that. I'll bring up 3rd down. As Caleb Chason was in there. I mean, this is just really difficult for Stidham. There's absolutely no push. Patriots defenders knew it immediately. The pass hit McGlinchey. And Chason just tackled the receiver before the ball got to him after it got deflected, which is not pass interference. But 3rd down and 10. Ball's on the 43. 2 on the play clock. It was a late substitution. Stidham throws short. It is caught. But it's going to bring up 4th down on about 5. And it looks like the Broncos are going to punt. We're going to continue to try and play the field position battle. It'll be 4th and about 4. And Crawshaw will have a chance here to pin him deep. Snap and catch by Crawshaw is good. Gets the punt away. And they'll go out of bounds. Looks like inside the 10. Where will they mark him down at? Looks like it's at the 9-yard line, and that is where Denver will take over. Or New England will take over. 8:21 to play in this game. New England will get the ball. Can they kill more clock, or will Denver's defense force another quick stop? 10-7 Patriots. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Mile High Stadium. New England has the ball at their own 8-yard line, and it is 1st and 10. They cleared out some of the lines, but it's still getting really difficult to see the yardage markers. Ball's at the 8-yard line. Snap, and man falls down, and May also falls down. Looked like Ramondre Stevenson slipped while trying to get out of his crouch. That's a loss of 3 yards. Results in a busted play. Yeah, Stevenson just fell, and then May had to carry it himself, and I think he went down intentionally. New England also could have been called for a holding penalty, it looked like. That's a loss of 3. I think a 2nd and 13. Conditions really becoming tough for these teams. 2nd and 13. New England has the ball at their own 5-yard line. Snap. Handoff. Stevenson bounces out right, gets about a yard, maybe 2, and that'll bring him 3rd down at about 11. 7:30 to play in this game. It's really all going to come down to the defenses. And with the ball pinned this deep, it's going to be a huge player for Denver's defense to back them up even more and try and win this field position battle right here. 3rd and 11. For New England, you're just trying to play smart here and not turn it over. Snap. May's going to roll out. Throws it, and that's out of bounds, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. 7:01 to play here in the 4th quarter. New England's going to have to punt. And there's 7:01 left. And Behringer's going to have to punt it out of the own end zone. This is a big punt. Punt right here. Can he Can he receive it cleanly? Snap. Berenger receives it, gets it away. It is low. And this will go out of bounds, I believe, in New England territory. This one was pretty much shanked. Field just still moving, and then he finally spots it at a yard line that I do not know. So I don't know where it's at, but the winner of this game will go move on to the Super Bowl tonight's game at 5:30. The Rams against the Seahawks. That will not be here on Shy Sports Live, but the Super Bowl will be, which will be on February 8th at 5:30 p.m. on NBC, Peacock, or Shy Sports Live if you're ever interested in tuning in here. But the ball is officially marked at the New England 33, so that was a less than ideal punt, but not surprising in these conditions. And for Denver, if you can get a first down or two, I mean, you're getting the ball inside the 25-yard line. That's at least setting up a little less for a potential for a chip shot field goal. 1st and 10. Snap. Handoff. Harvey's going to lose 2 or 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. So, I mean, the first play of the game, this snow really didn't start coming down really until the second half started. But since it started coming out in the second half, conditions just have rapidly deteriorated. By the way, I believe the yard marker for the first down is like 3 or 4 more yards beyond what's supposed to be. There's a screen pass to Harvey, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So we got 3rd down. I mean, you might as well just run the football here and try and get some yards. But offenses have pretty much become one-dimensional in this second half. Both offenses were at least able to get pass attempts off in the first half, but this second half it's been borderline impossible. They've lost 2 yards now. For Will Loss, this is going to be a tough field goal in these conditions. 4 on the play clock. Center gets it off. He's looking to throw. He's going to scramble. He's going to pick up some yards, and he's going to be shy of the first down. And they're going to be shy by about 4 or 5 yards, and then we're going to 4th down. And Lutz will come out to try and attempt a game-time field goal. Good no call there. I know one of the receivers was hoping for a foul there, but we're under 5 minutes left in this game. Lutz trying to make his first field goal of the game. This is the tie-up from 46. Windazat is back. Sends it up. It is hooking, and it hooks wide left. No good. And it stays a 10-7 game. 4:42 to play in this game. It's still 10-7. My gosh. That is now 9 points left off the board for Denver in this game. And the big 3 points that they could have taken in the first half when conditions were more than ideal might come back to haunt New England with a chance to try and tie it. Was it blocked? It was blocked at the line of scrimmage by Taylor. That's why it looked a little awkward on the kick. Leonard Taylor with the block. Well, with the tip. The ball's at the 35. 4:42 to play in this game. This is a big drive now for New England. Once again, can they move the football? Snap, handoff. Or Stevenson, sorry, I'll pick up about 3 yards. I'll bring him 2nd and 7. But again, the key play say Denver's 4th down conversion, go for it, which failed. If they go for the field there again, Lutz has to make it, but you assume he makes it. If he makes it, it's a tie game at this point. That would have been to try and go take the lead. Denver still has a chance here if they can get a stop. Snap. Handoff. Stevenson stuffed at the line, and he's going to get dropped back for a loss of a yard or 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Big 3rd and 9. Ball's at the New England 37. And really, for New England, you're just running the football here, in my opinion, trying to get something. Third and 9 coming up. 3:25 to play in this game. Snap. May gives it to Stevenson. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. I'll bring up 4th down. There will be under 3 minutes to play in this game. And when the punt is sent away. Clock is stopped, and Denver has taken their 2nd timeout. So, 3:11 to play in this game. Denver has 1 timeout remaining. There have been 5 fourth-quarter comeback wins in this postseason. Of course, Chicago against the Packers. 6 games would have winning points scored in the final 3 minutes of the 4th quarter or overtime. And this entire postseason has been filled with drama. I mean, obviously the Buffalo Jaguars game, the Buffalo Broncos game. New England handled both of their first 2 games in the postseason. The Packers-Bears game, the Packers-Rams game, the Rams-Panthers game, Eagles-49ers game. There's been a lot of good games in this postseason with really only one true blowout, which was the Steelers blowout game was also there too. It was the Texans, but really the 49ers-Seahawks game has been the biggest blowout. Here's the punt. They'll go out of bounds at a certain yard marker. I don't know where. So, 3:05 to play here in this game. Denver has 1 timeout remaining with the warning. So, I wonder if Denver's just going to try and I don't know. 13 comeback wins this season for Denver, combined in the regular and postseason. That's ties the most in NFL history. Of course, the Bears, they would have been the Rams. They would have been approaching double digits. Here's a snap. Stidham looking to throw. Looked like he was taking a shot downfield. Throws it short to Harvey, who runs backwards. And they're going to give him officially no gain on the play. Stidham was looking downfield, and I think he had a man streaking. Could have taken a shot downfield, of course, and then took an awkward shovel that Harvey caught. I mean, he tried to make a turn, but didn't get anything. Clock's continuing to run. At this point, a late sub. Snap. Denver. Said I'm taking a shot downfield. It's going to get picked off by Christian Gonzalez. 2:11 to play, and that might have just sealed this game and sealed New England's fate into the Super Bowl. Stidham was targeting Mims, and Mims, that throw just never got there. Gonzalez read it the entire way. That was just really easy to read. And it's picked off. Denver can only stop the clock once after the warning with the timeout. So the game's not technically over yet, but Stidham tried to take a shot downfield, and it just did not work out. And New England is a little over 2 minutes away from making it to the Super Bowl. For Denver, you made it to the championship game, but the loss of Bo Nix, it really hurt him in the first half. Second half, I don't know how much he would have been improved over Stidham. And Stevenson on the first play, fighting forward, will get about 3.5, 4 yards. And Denver's going to let it go to the warning. So we have hit the 2-minute warning. New England will have second of about 6 or 7 when we come back. New England's 2 minutes away from the Super Bowl. They're on top 10-7. You're listening to the AFC Championship game on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Denver. 2 minutes separate the Patriots from the Super Bowl. Another Super Bowl for them in what has been a while. And this is a big defensive possession here for Denver. They can stop the clock one more time. They will get the ball back if they can stop New England from getting a first down on this series of downs. But if New England gets a first down, it's over. As Denver only has one timeout left, and we'll discuss it more in the postgame, but those 3 points Sean Payton elected not to go for are zooming really large right now. I formation, Mac Hollins is the only receiver out wide. Snap, handoff, Stevenson gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as Denver will take their final timeout. They have one left. Minute 56, let's see if they add on time. So 3rd and 6, I'll add an extra second on the game clock. Do you run it here? Or do you throw it here and go for the kill shot? If you throw it in, it's incomplete. Makes it 4th down with the clock stopped. If you run it here, clock's just going to continue to run. In my opinion, you just run it here. Continue to kill the clock. Take a timeout on offense and reset with a chance to punt it deep. A minute 57 left. 3rd and 6 coming up. Of course, it becomes huge and clutch here for the defense for Denver to get a stop. even give the offense a chance to score here. Same formation for New England. Snap. It's play action. May's going to run wide. He's going to be getting a first down. He goes out of bounds, but he picks it up. Drake May picks it up, and that'll do it for this game. What a play call there for Josh McDaniels and this New England Patriot offense. The play action fake and the defense, all but one edge was fooled out. That was Ellis, but Ellis was too late anyways. As May goes out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. He picks up the first down. Denver cannot stop it anymore. And the MVP chants ring out. There's going to be a dead ball foul here on one of the nose tackles for trying to get it. This DJ Jones is the man flagged for encroachment. But what a run there. And unfortunately for Denver, their season's going to end. And Stephon Diggs is going to get to the Super Bowl for the first time in his career. Couldn't do it with Minnesota. Couldn't do it with Buffalo. Buffalo, he was the closest in his career. Didn't do it in his short stint with Houston, but he's going to do it with the Patriots. And Mike Vrabel, in his first year as a Patriots head coach, is going to get a chance to take New England to the Super Bowl. Congratulations to them. And for the Broncos, congratulations on a good season. But unfortunately, the injury to Bo Nix probably derailed what probably could have been a 14 or 17-point first half. But Denver scored on their second possession of the game and never really came close again. Besides one play that we'll discuss. There's going to be one more kneel down. As the game clock has hit 1 minute remaining. There's going to be about 32 seconds when the final snap is taken. But once again, congratulations to New England, and for the Denver Broncos, a tough end to a pretty good season for them. They'll just have to bounce back next season with a healthy Bo Nix. And here's the final kneel down with 37 seconds left, and congratulations, the New England Patriots have won it 10-7. What a win for them. Mike Vrabel's ecstatic. And a good win against Sean Payton's Denver Broncos as the game clock is going to still continue to run. For Denver, again, a very tough loss, but one that you could see coming when these conditions were starting to really derail. As they'll advance to their 12th ever Super Bowl and mark themselves 4 Super Bowls ahead of Denver in total Super Bowls made. Well, that's going to do it. New England wins at 10-7. We'll be back in about a minute to recap the postgame and key plays. Once again, New England wins at 10-7, and they're moving on to the Super Bowl. You have just listened to the AFC Championship on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live, wrapping up the post-game show. Once again, New England wins at 10-7 over the Denver Broncos. Congratulations to New England for moving on to their 12th Super Bowl in franchise history. For Denver, they fall 4 points shy of making it to their 9th Super Bowl in franchise history. But that second half for New England was built upon domination and time of possession and favorable running conditions for both teams. But New England was able to take advantage of it more than Denver. Take a look at some stats. First, for the home team, the Denver Broncos, Jarrett Stidham, in his first start in forever, 17 of 30, 133 yards. But if you factor in the sack yardage, he had 102 total yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 3 sacks for 31 yards. In the rushing attack, 13 carries for R.J. Harvey, 37 yards. Jarrett Stidham had 4 carries for 23 yards. Jaleel McLaughlin had 4 carries for 11 yards. Tyler Beatty had 1 carry for 4 yards. Adam Prentice, the fullback, had 1 carry for 3 yards. And Pat Bryant, who did not play for most of the game due to a hamstring issue, had 1 carry for 1 yard. 24 carries for 79 total yards for Denver. That's 3.3 yards a carry. And their longest carry was 9 yards. For the receiving side, Marvin Mims Jr., 4 receptions for 62 yards. R.J. Harvey, 4 receptions for 22 yards. Evan Engram, 2 receptions for 19 yards. Cortland Sutton, 3 receptions for 17 yards and a touchdown. Little Jordan Humphrey had 1 reception for 5 yards. Elijah Moore, 1 catch for 4 yards. Pat Bryant, 1 catch for 2 yards. And Jaleel McLaughlin, 1 catch for 2 yards. For a total of 17 catches, 133 yards, and a touchdown. The longest was a 52-yard reception from Marvin Mims Jr. Jarrett Stidham turned the ball over twice, fumbled it on a backwards pass, and threw an interception. For the defense, the leading tackler for Denver was Alex Singleton at 4 solo tackles, 5 total sacks for the defense, 8 tackles for a loss, no turnovers forced. For the kick returns, Tyler Beatty had 1 return for 20 yards. Marvin Mims Jr. had 3 punt returns for 8 yards, as long as 8. Will Lutz 0 for 1 in the field goal department today. 0 for 2 in the field goal department today. 0 for 1 for the field goal department today. 1 for 1 in extra points. And Jeremy Crawshaw had 6 punts, 309 yards. He averaged 51.5 yards per punt, 2 touchbacks, 3 inside the 20, and his long was 60. For the Patriots offense, Drake May, 10 of 21, 86 yards, 5 sacks for 21 yards. So then, factor those sack numbers in, he only has 65 total yards of passing. Ramondre Stevenson, 25 carries for 71 yards. Drake May had 10 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown. And Travion Henderson, 3 carries for 5 yards. 38 carries, 141 yards on the ground, averaged 3.7 yards a carry as a team. 1 touchdown, the long was 28 by Drake May. For the receiving side, Matt Collins had 2 catches for 51 yards, along with 31. Stephon Diggs had 5 catches for 17 yards. Hunter Henry had 2 for 12. Keyshawn Boutte had 1 for 6 yards. Demario Douglas had no catches or targets, or receptions, and Ramondre Stevenson had nothing either. And for the defense, Carlton Davis III led the team in total tackles, had 4 solos, 3 sacks for the team, 4 tackles for a loss, 1 interception from Christian Gonzalez. Ernest Johnson had 2 kick returns for 59 yards, as long as 30. Marcus Jones had 1 punt return for 2 yards. Andy Borregales, 1 for 3 in the field goal department today, 1 for 1 in extra points. And Bryce Baringer had 8 punts for 303 yards, averaged 38 yards per punt, 1 inside the 20, no touchbacks, as long as 45. To end the individual stats, for the team stats on first downs, New England had 12, Denver had 11, 8 passing first downs compared to 2 for Denver, 10 rushing first downs compared to 3 for New England. No first downs from penalties. New England was 6 of 18 from third down. Denver was 4 of 14. New England was 1 of 1 on fourth down. Denver was 0 of 1. Total play 64 to 58 in favor of New England. Total yards 206 to 181 in favor of New England. 13 drives to 12 in favor of New England. 3.2 yards per play for New England, 3.1 for Denver. 65 passing yards for New England, 102 for Denver. We already went through the passing stats and everything like that. The red zone, both teams are 1 for 2. Penalties, both teams had 5 yards of penalties, 1 for 5 for New England, 2 for 5 for Denver. But the 2 turnovers loomed large for Denver, which was a fumble and an interception. Time of possession, this was heavily in favor of Denver in the first half. They were up by like 7 or 8 minutes in time of possession, but that got turned in a complete 180 as New England finished with 33 minutes and 9 seconds in the time of possession department. Denver with 26 minutes and 51 seconds. Before we wrap up, a couple big key plays. Number 1, Sean Payton electing to go for it on 4th and 1. While it was only a yard out, the play call was probably not the best play call to run there on a little screen that was almost picked off. I mean, it was incomplete anyways. But he elected not to take the points there. It would have made it 10-0 at the time in favor of Denver. Another point, Lawrence Taylor III got a hand on Lutz's field goal attempt on one of Denver's last drives of the game, and that caused it to go wide left, and that virtually ended a chance for Denver to win this game. And those were 2 big plays in this game, and a big decision from Sean Payton to go for it instead of kick the field goal. Could prove loom large as the second half weather conditions did not provide favorable for Denver, while it did for New England. But with that being said, once again, for a final time, New England wins it 10-7 over the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game to move to 17-3 on the season. Denver will drop to 15-4. Once again, congratulations to both teams, but more importantly, the New England Patriots are making it to the Super Bowl. We will not be broadcasting the NFC Championship game. We will be taking the night off, and we'll go back to regular Chicago sports broadcast until the Super Bowl. But with that being said, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Take care, and for a final time, the New England Patriots win it 10-7 over the Denver Broncos. This has been a presentation of Shy Sports Live.